If I had a bad day, I'd have a drink. If I was having a good day, I'd have a drink. If nothing happened that day, I'd have a drink.
I'm on my way into Wakefield today to talk to a group of guys about alcohol and how much it affected them over the years. Hi chaps, how are you?
How are you doing?
You all right?
We've got tea or coffee?
Coffee sounds good, thanks. Right lads, thanks for having me. I want to hear your stories, so...
I'd never struggled with my mental health till I was an adult. Probably go as far as saying I was the guy that didn't believe that mental health was real.
I was there, don't worry.
Oh, absolutely.
I've got a 7-year-old now, but we'd lost 2 previous to a miscarriage. And way to bottle that up, I'd just open a can and just drink.
I'd lost 3 friends in the space of about 6 months. I was coming home from work and sitting in an empty flat and thinking, I don't want to be here. Within 10 minutes I'd got changed and I was back out the door on the way to the pub, just to be around other people.
I didn't know how to be a dad. I didn't know how to build a connection with my son, and it wasn't until later that obviously realising that I had postnatal depression. If I had a bad day, I'd have a drink. If I was having a good day, I'd have a drink. If nothing happened that day, I'd have a drink.
On the way home, I'd just think, oh, I'll just have a 4-pack. It was just a massive roller coaster. I would just find myself just going through it in the night, and I was waking up next morning feeling absolutely low and horrible.
I started to find that I'd have 1 or 2 or 3, and then instead of just having a couple before going home, it was actually I'd have 6 or 7.
In hindsight, I can see the negative impact it had, but at the time, I just wanted to escape from whatever it was that was going on in my head.
You think it's only me that's going through it,
Yeah.
don't you?
I can't really talk to my wife about any of this stuff, but
Yeah.
going to my best friend Thomas, who I've been friends for over 30 years, just having them small conversations with him, the more times that you do that, the easier then it becomes.
It's taking that first step to tell people. That was the hardest thing for me.
I found that just by talking to a group of strangers, I thought if I can talk to these lads about it, I can talk to my mum about it, I can talk to my sister about it. But whether you have a chat with, your friends or your partner or your doctor or, you've got a colleague at work, wherever you have those conversations, it's just really important to have those conversations and not keep everything bottled up.
And you've moderated your drinking.
Yeah, we drink at weekend and that's it. We have a glass of red with dinner on a Saturday
You're
evening.
not craving more.
No, not at all.
I've got 4 children now. I don't get the chance to go to the pub every night,
Now I'm just very mindful of my own drinking. I still love a drink, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy it, but I'm very, very mindful of not putting myself into a situation if there's a big party, for example.
I look at my lifestyle and it's changed completely. Now I'm more of a sociable drinker. I don't feel that alcohol is a part of my condition.
I was a very angry man, and now I'm very lovable.
It still upsets me talking about my condition, but listening to your stories, you get a sense of realization. You always think someone's worse off than you. That's the thing, isn't it?
It's how it makes you feel that's important, isn't it? They might not seem as bad as this person's or that person's, but if it's impacting you, then it's something you and only you can deal with. The more you talk about things, the easier it becomes to talk about them.
So it's my first group meeting, but it won't be my last. Can I just thank you all? It's been eye-opening. Thanks, chaps. Let's have a group hug. I kept everything to myself. I wish I'd believed that the help was out there, but I've seen that now. It's okay to talk about your drinking. It's so important. If you think you're drinking more than you should, speak to people, speak to your friends, speak to your family and say to them, is my drinking affecting you? And if it is, do something about it.